I'm Bernice Wurzberger, and I've been a teacher all my life. I directed a preschool for 26 years, and at the same time, my husband and partner, Yonie, and I were doing work in business and in industry, and doing workshops on communication, motivation, stress reduction, then segued into hypnosis, and kept looking for the right thing. He's going to tell you in a moment about how we found Psych-K and why it was the right thing for us. I'm going to give you a bit of a personal story. During the advanced Psych-K work, I found that one of the balances changed my life. People kept telling me I looked different. I did look different. I felt different. I was transformed by that experience, and I have never been the same since, and that's a good thing. It's an honor and a pleasure and a blessing for me to work with other people and help them experience the same thing that changed my life in such a profound, simple, easy methodology. I've also worked with children, and sometimes in a special process called surrogation, been able to help people who were not able to help their children in any other way. The experience that comes to my mind is a 4-year-old who was abused by a babysitter, sexually abused by a babysitter. His father was very skeptical about his mother doing the work, but his mother did surrogated work where she was a stand-in for him, and ultimately did a balance between her and the abuser, not the actual abuser, but somebody else was standing in for the abuser. And after that, the symptoms that this child began exhibiting after the abuse, which were inability to concentrate, inability to sleep, hostility, where before he had been somebody who was eager to learn, easy to get along with, just completely changed. He became his old self again. And his father, who had been so skeptical, said, "That voodoo really works." So now Yonie will tell you how he got involved.
Well, on the website, my name is Jonas Wurzberger, but everyone calls me Yonie, so please do. We've been doing mind-body work, as Bernice said, for over 35 years, and consciousness work at the same time. And we've always studied the latest modalities, the cutting-edge modalities, and we always found that there was something missing. Not everything was there, but we were never quite sure what it was. Well, we did receive an invitation to hear Bruce Lipton, and after his 2-hour lecture, we were mesmerized, and he spoke about Psych-K, and he invited a Psych-K instructor to come up and do a small lecture demonstration. She did so, and for the first time, we looked at each other almost, actually simultaneously, and said, "I'm doing that." Usually we banter back and forth. "Are you interested? I don't know, let's talk about it at home." But this time we both said, "That's it." And we realized then that that was that little missing piece that we haven't found for 35 years, because Psych-K is a delivery system. And that's what we were looking for when we were never quite sure what it was. But with Psych-K, we know now what it is. So we've been instructors, and one of the beautiful things about Psych-K is that working with private clients, you see results that you ordinarily don't see in any other format. I'll give you an example. I had a woman who was doing a relationship balance with her father, who was the head of a Fortune 100 company. That meant everything had to be in the right place. Napkins had to be in the right place. Silverware had to be in the right place. He was only very loving to his children when there were guests present, and so on. Well, after the relationship balance, which I surrogated for her father, I wasn't able to release the surrogation. And there was something that came to me, and I said, "When's the last time your father picked you up and put you on his knee, gave you a hug, and said, 'I just love you because you're you'?" And she said, "I don't remember." So she got up and she hugged me. She cried all over one side of me. I had to change my clothes afterwards. But after it was over, I was out of surrogation. And the only thing I could think about is that the only way her father was able to give her love was through me. I was a stand-in for that. And so those are the miracles you see. I'm also working with a 12-year-old who's all over the place. Major issues, and the father is there. And so the way I'm working with this individual, I really can't muscle test this youngster. I have this youngster muscle test me, and I'm surrogating for the youngster. And it's a lot of fun. So he's actually muscle testing me, he's doing the job, and he is also benefiting as though he was being muscle tested and worked with. So those are the miracles we see in Psych-K every day. The elegance of Psych-K is that it is simple.
I would like to add one more thing, and that is I have not yet found any area of life that Psych-K has not had profound effect on and change for and created miracles in the lives of those who do it.